A check engine light doesn't tell you much, but an OBD2 scanner does. Instead of paying for a diagnostic every time, you can read the codes yourself. I tested 10 of the most popular OBD2 scanners, from basic code readers to professional bidirectional tools, to find the best options for every budget. If you enjoy honest, hands-on reviews, subscribe, and let's start the countdown. Kicking things off at number 10 is the Foxwell NT301, and I want to be fair here. This isn't a broken product. It's just a genuinely middle-of-the-road tool in a category full of standouts. The screen is crisp, the menus are easy to navigate, and it does offer some tests you don't always see at this level, including an EVAP leak test and O2 monitor tests. There's also a print function via micro USB, which is a neat throwback feature if you ever need a hard copy of your results for a mechanic or an inspection. For what this scanner costs, the functionality just doesn't stack up against several cheaper, more capable options later on this list. It's not a bad scanner, it's just a scanner you can do noticeably better than for the same money. Number 9 is the GearWrench Everyday Diagnostic Tool. The companion app gave us some real headaches early on. Once we figured it out, it does work, and it's honestly one of the nicer-looking apps in this category, with smooth 3D animations and sound effects that make the whole experience feel more premium than it is. But looking pretty doesn't make it faster. This is still one of the slower scanners in our test when it comes to actually displaying a code. Underneath the flashy interface, there are some genuinely solid functions, including limited bidirectional control, which is rare to see at this price point. Our other complaint is purely physical. The housing design makes it awkward to grip and pull off the OBD2 port once you're done. Between the sluggish performance and that ergonomic issue, it lands just below the pack, even though the bidirectional support deserves credit. At number 8, we've got the Ancel BD310, which we're calling out as the best display scanner for DIY use, even if it doesn't crack the top half of this list. This one strikes a genuinely nice balance between corded and Bluetooth functionality. You can use it as a simple standalone corded reader or connect it via Bluetooth to Ancel's free app for a deeper look at diagnostic resources and performance testing. In testing, it connected quickly and displayed codes fast, and it managed to offer a lot of the conveniences you'd expect from more expensive scanners while staying genuinely affordable. If you specifically want a scanner with a great screen and an equally great companion app without spending BlueDriver money, this is a strong pick. It just doesn't have quite the depth of function to rank higher against the more full-featured tools above it. Number 7 is the MotoPower MP69033. This scanner does exactly what it promises. It reads and displays codes fast, with a neat graphing function for select live data PIDs like car speed, coolant temp, load value, and engine RPM. Speaking of design, we genuinely liked having separate up and down buttons instead of the cramped shared button interfaces you get on a lot of cheap scanners. The screen is old school and pixelated, sure, but that didn't bother us at all. Function over form here. And in our speed test, the MP69033 actually beat every other hardwired scanner we tested, displaying codes in just over 17 seconds. For a budget, no-frills reader, that speed alone earns it a solid spot in the middle of our rankings. Coming in at number 6 is the Innova 5210. This is a genuine 2-in-1 tool. It reads and clears check engine and ABS codes depending on coverage, and it also doubles as a battery tester to check your alternator's health before it strands you somewhere. You get real-time live data, including RPM, engine temperature, fuel trims, and O2 sensor readings, plus a drive cycle readiness feature that specifically helps you pass smog and emissions tests. What really sets this apart is the Repair Solutions 2 app. Instead of just throwing a code at you, it gives verified fixes based on real-world repairs logged by ASE-certified mechanics, trusted by millions of users with zero subscriptions or hidden fees. Combining diagnostics, battery testing, and guided repair help in one device is what pushes this into our top half. Number 5 is the Ancel AD410. It comes with a database of over 42,000 built-in DTC lookups, so instead of just spitting out a cryptic code, it actually explains what's wrong in plain language, which is huge for beginners trying to understand their car before heading to a shop. The live data readout covers RPM, coolant temperature, fuel trim, and oxygen sensor readings in real time, letting you spot abnormal patterns yourself instead of just waiting for a warning light. It's also refreshingly simple to use. No Bluetooth, no app, and no battery or charger required. You plug it directly into the OBD2 port, turn the ignition on, and start scanning immediately. Backed by Ancel's 10+ years in the diagnostic tool space and free ongoing software updates, this is a scanner built for long-term everyday use. Number 4 is where things get serious. The Foxwell NT624 Elite, a genuine step up into dealership-grade full-system diagnostics. It's a genuine upgrade over Foxwell's previous NT604 and NT614 Elite models, combining full system coverage with 8 advanced service functions, including ABS bleeding, oil reset, SAS calibration, EPB service, throttle matching, injector coating, and battery registration. Updates are handled through one-click free Wi-Fi, no account registration required, and it runs on a newer, faster Linux system than its predecessors. It just misses our top 3 because of how specialized and function-dense it is, genuinely excellent, but arguably more scanner than the average driver needs. At number 3, the Innova 5610 impressed us with a level of diagnostic depth that most scanners in this category simply don't offer. This is a hefty tool with a price to match, but that price buys you real capability. Bidirectional control, additional diagnostic suggestions, and testing functions that go well beyond basic code reading. In our testing, we were able to run 5 separate system and actuator tests, use a dedicated hybrid and EV battery test function, and even run an ABS bleeding procedure, functions that are simply inaccessible on cheaper scanners, no matter how good their app is. It only lands at 3 because our top 2 picks managed to offer nearly comparable depth with meaningfully better usability or value. Number 2 is the BlueDriver Pro. Setup took a little longer than the plug-and-play options on this list, since you're pairing it via Bluetooth to a dedicated app. But once we were in, it was genuinely a goldmine of information. The tile-style app interface is exceptionally intuitive, and we had zero trouble finding codes, running tests, or digging into deeper vehicle data. What really sets BlueDriver apart is the model-specific features and access to technical service bulletins, essentially giving you insight that's normally reserved for dealership technicians, along with a battery reset procedure and the expected full suite of DTC readouts. This is the scanner we'd recommend to anyone who wants their phone to be the smart, capable brain behind their diagnostics. It's polished, it's thorough, and it's genuinely fun to use, which is not something we say about diagnostic tools often. And our number 1 pick is the scanner that started this whole category for a lot of people, the Ancel AD310. This is one of the best-selling OBD2 scanners on the market for a reason, and it's even been personally recommended by Scotty Kilmer, the well-known YouTuber and auto mechanic. It quickly diagnoses the cause of your check engine light, and once you've made the repair, it reads and clears diagnostic trouble codes just as fast. For the overwhelming majority of drivers who just want a fast, reliable, rock-solid way to understand and clear a check engine light without spending a fortune, nothing else on this list matches its combination of accuracy, build quality, and value. That's exactly why it takes our top spot. Links to every scanner are in the description. If this helped, leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.